All right, you guys saw last video. The exhaust was all apart. We just fixed her. Go ahead, dude. Do the honors.
Hopefully fixed it.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, I guess we haven't started yet, so we don't know. Yeah, give it a rev.
That sounds. That sounds like how it sounds.
Yeah, I mean it's loud, but it's echoey in the shop, so I guess that makes sense. But cool. I guess let's drive this thing out of here. We'll give her a nice. Well, you don't like the smell of the V8 power?
No.
Really? I thought you were a true American boy. Dude, actually, hold up. I found something on my Z. Are you doing what I'm thinking you're doing?
No, dude.
Dude, what are these? How? Tell me how this happens, man.
I don't know. The only person I can think of is possibly Clinton.
You think so?
I don't know what kind of cigarettes he smokes, but.
Oh,
that's
dude.
a full pack. That's kind of gross.
Dude, these have been here for a while.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Which is weird because, like, we just drove the Z for, or I drove the Z for Hyperfest. So cigarettes get this gross this fast. You think this is all the tar?
Imagine what it does to it.
It just disintegrated. If you guys smoke these, you're up. Ooh, it's menthol too. Oh,
My favorite.
gross. All right, so before we get started with our day, we're just gonna clean the Camaro, you know, make it ready to sell so we can list it and everything. We're trying to get rid of a couple things because me, Will, Matt, we have a plan. We have something that we all want to do that I'm very excited. We'll talk about it on a later date, but get the good old Import Works wash and shine out. You guys, I'm running short on this. Hit up Import Works. I mean, we love their products, and now that it's actually finally nice out in Connecticut,
We're going through it.
we're going through it, especially now that there's pollen everywhere. I almost don't see a reason of washing it. But
Dude, my car's disgusting.
I know, we'll have to, dude, all the cars are disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's crazy, but we'll keep her in the shop until she's ready to be sold. This thing cleans up pretty nice. Pretty hyped up on it, but we're gonna just take the pictures, list this thing. I know a lot of you guys want us to keep this, but to be honest, there's just too many projects and stuff, and we kind of want to venture off and do something else, and it'll be worth it, I promise you. All right, so we just ate lunch, we're ready to work. One car down. This thing is looking fresh. So now it's time to go to the E30, which, dude,
It's gonna be a nice transformation.
yeah, no, for sure. This thing is freaking dusty, dude. This has been sitting in a fabrication shop, obviously dust everywhere and stuff, so it's gonna be real satisfying to wash this thing. But right now all we have access to is the GoPro and the dad cam, so we're bringing a throwback to 6 months ago.
Dad cam.
Glam with the dad cam. Let's hit it, because Matt is filming the JZX getting wrapped right now, so we're gonna not have him for a couple days, but it's okay because big moves on the JZX. All right, now that the E30 is all spick and span, we're actually just gonna raise it up real quick. Yesterday's video, we didn't even have time. We didn't even get to the opportunity to show you guys the exhaust. So we're gonna go ahead, raise it up, and check this baby out that we already ruined. What do you think of the 3-inch?
It's huge.
It's huge. So as we've been pushing this thing around and stuff, we noticed that 3-inch,
Scrapes.
it scrapes pretty good. And I mean, are we on coilovers?
Lowering springs.
Only in the front. Yeah, no, the red is the lowering springs. Because we put it from the white E30, but the back just has stock suspension. But you can see where it's been hitting. When we were putting it on the trailer, we nailed the trailer so hard it just messed up the V-band. It's been scraping a decent amount already. Like, we haven't even driven this car, and you can already see that it's kind of getting chafed up. But I mean, really, dude, like, he couldn't have done any better height-wise.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
like,
especially like, I think because he didn't know how big the drive shaft was, I think he wanted to play it safe and not get it all the way
No,
up
for
there,
sure.
You know,
but I mean, even look over here. Like,
I know.
there's not much room here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There is a couple things that we're gonna fix. Like when we rammed it onto the trailer, we didn't know it was gonna hit, and sadly that this kind of broke off. But that's just easy to weld back together. And he didn't really know where I wanted this. That was my bad with the communication part. So what we're gonna do is when we actually get the car running, we're just gonna bring it back to him. We're gonna chop it probably right here and push it all the way back because we're probably going to be popping these pistons from this bumper, so the bumpers actually sit in, and this will, obviously, if this is pushed out, this thing would be kind of sticking out like crazy, but it's pretty easy. Just cut, shorten, and then weld back up. But honestly, I mean, I'm stoked about it.
It's a good exhaust.
Realistically, we couldn't have done this. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, better than what we would have fucking done.
The thing that I'm stoked about is the downpipe. He really did good on the downpipe. It's, oh my, dude, did you even see how close it was to turbo manifold?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, dude. Once
it's literally a millimeter away.
we have to heat wrap that. We have to. Like, that's not even like a question. So it's going to be touching. My question is like, wow, there's not much flex, dude. So that's hitting right there. I mean, maybe we should just clock it a little differently. It's hard because, like, how much room?
Why would we have to heat wrap it if it's two exhausts next to each other?
The valve cover and stuff. It's way too close to valve cover. It's plastic. It'll melt.
Oh.
Yeah. And we also have to put that gold tape. Sorry, I'm blinding. And we have to put that gold tape on the valve cover as well. It's a heat nightmare on the turbo side. We still got to get a dump pipe for the wastegate as well. There's definitely like still a decent amount of stuff we have to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we thought we were going to get this car back. We're like, yeah, get this thing run tomorrow. But there's kind of a lot of things. Like this, it didn't fit right. So we need to make a bracket for the reservoir. And we got to do something about the turbo inlet because it's super close to the wastegate. There's a couple things we need to do, but we're actually just going to kind of assess and figure out what we need to do, write it down so we have a plan of attack, and then we'll get back to you. All right, so we made the list. How's the list?
Long.
It's long,
Very
dude.
long.
So I figured we should tackle the turbo side first because we have kind of a lot of issues here. So we'll just explain it real quick. We got the turbo inlet right here. If you can see, it's insanely close to the wastegate, right? So you put a coupler on it, it's probably gonna rip, it's probably gonna tear. Like, we're trying to be preventative here. So my idea is maybe we clock it just a little bit, right? And then the...
See, I think the reasoning we didn't want to do...
was for the turbo drain.
Well, no, I thought the reasoning was because when Grant was here, he was like, "You're no way you're putting a coupler there, it's just gonna fucking melt." I think it was because it was gonna melt. And then it also happened to just so be that we couldn't even fit it on.
No, remember, I got it on. Do you not remember
you
that?
did get
Yeah,
it on,
I got, so you have to put the coupler on and the clamp on and then bolt the turbo down. That's what you have to do. You can't get it on how it is.
Yeah.
Or you have to loosen up the compressor housing, clock it weird, and then clock it where you want with that already tight. Throw it down in the comments. Do you guys think a coupler would melt there? So we got this turbo elbow right here. The fabricator was gonna do it, but he said considering the turbo's so expensive, he's never done it. He didn't really want to learn on my car. So he wasn't able to weld it. I don't think we want to weld it.
No.
No, because like in a perfect world, you'd kind of cut this at an angle and stuff, and then you'd weld this. This was our idea, so the coupler wouldn't melt. So we still have that. But besides that issue, we also have the turbo drain issue. In the best way we think it could work is maybe right there. But somehow we need to snake it through this hole down here. It's got to make like away from the wastegate. The intercooler piping's right here, and it needs to make it down to that bung. We had this for reference. Obviously, this is too short. I just had this laying around. But we also have to figure that out. You got any ideas, sir?
Turbo's coming off.
So in order to get the whole thing together, we got to take it apart, put the lines on, put the coupler on, and then put the turbo on.
I think so.
Yeah. We also got to figure out coolant lines. So we got coolant lines right there. Yep. We got to figure out what we're doing with those. So I think we're just gonna attack this side first because obviously every which way there's an issue and all of it needs to be resolved. So we'll get back to you. All right, so I think we're going the right direction here. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. So we took the turbo off, we loosened everything so we can actually clock the center core, and we actually found a spot right here where we can run the return line. Now it's a little weird, so in order to get this return line on, we need to tighten it all of the way, and then we need to clock it where it needs to be because you can see it's literally hitting the housing right there, but I think that'll be fine. So we have to put this on before putting the turbo on and then tighten the center core and then put it on. But you can also see that that stud, it's kind of iffy. I mean, we confirmed we can tighten it. It's just not too fun. But this is the best way we thought of actually getting the turbo drain finished. Our idea is you can kind of clock it right there. And with the inlet housing, I still don't think we can really run the silicone coupler. I mean, throw it down in the comments. I mean, I think everyone will agree that over time that wastegate is probably just gonna melt it or tear it or do something. So I actually just hit up my buddy Nils and to see if he can cut this little polished piece right here, because if he can cut this, and I'm pretty confident that he can do this, if he can cut that there and we can put this elbow exactly there and then have just a straight shot going from here to the intercooler right there, that will actually give us enough room to run the turbo drain right underneath the intercooler piping. Also, I kind of want to ask the YouTube mechanics here, do you think it's fine if we just kind of like cut from here to like here, just make like a little...
Not even that big.
Not even that big.
The size of the hose.
Exactly. Just so we can...
It sits in there good.
Yeah, so we can make a little channel. Obviously, this whole thing will be fire sleeved. Everything is going to be good. We'll be P-clamping it to here and everything, so nothing can move, but it would just be a lot safer if we cut this, so when you're driving, it's not just chafing against it, because regardless...
Well, is it safer? Because that was your question.
Yeah. I mean, we think it's safer. Like, if we cut it, grind it down, make it flat, maybe, I mean, if there's just two splits, weld a little bead real quick, put the two splits together. Because I think once we cut this, these two metals will have a split. So we just tack it, weld it back together, file it down, make it smooth, and then we can really just P-clamp here and probably throw another P-clamp here and then just run one there. And that will hopefully get us pretty far away from the wastegate dump as well. I think we got that figured out. I think that's the best bet. As long as Nils can get back to us and he can cut that, I mean, this is like a $2,000 turbo. We're not fucking cutting shit. I don't know how to weld cast. You? Oh. No, so that's kind of out of our league here. And I rather it just done right and someone that has the confidence to be able to do that. So that's that. We were gonna wrap the downpipe today, but I think the other fabricator forgot to weld the bung. Not a big deal. We're just gonna bolt this back up because obviously this isn't gonna move or anything. So we'll bolt that up. We're gonna just get a bung right there and kind of just Sharpie a hole and just bring this back to him probably tonight, honestly, and then he can just drill the hole, weld the bung, and then we can get that ready because we can't heat wrap this without getting the bung on. So I don't know. We're back. E30. Dude, we're gonna get her going, hopefully sometime.
The car was this color.
I kind of like the gray. I mean, it doesn't matter because the car is getting wrapped for sure.
How's your fucking sunburn? It hurts.
Have you seen?
Slap your chest. How much?
Dude.
$20.
No.
What? At least 100.
Yeah.
Hold on, put your hand out. I'm gonna slap it like this.
Oh, $20. I'd do that.
No, that
for
was a
$20.
little stinger.
He missed.
No, I did that on purpose to give him a little stinger.
Like pads
Dude,
of our
I would do that for $20. That wasn't that. That would probably be 30 seconds of
Yeah, but
pain.
the thing is, it's not going to be the fingertips. It's going to be a little.
All right, give me your whole hand. Give me your whole hand.
No,
That-
two different.
that would hurt.
Two different levels of
The
strength
impact of
right
that would
there.
hurt.
How
Let's-
much?
Dude, I just would rather
$50.
not.
I'll slap your chest.
No, it's okay.
Let's get a chest update.
Have you noticed this dude's trying to get you like take your shirt off all the time? I was watching
Yeah,
another
dude,
video.
you caught me.
I was watching this other video. You guys were being weird. Matt was like almost touching you and shit. I was like,
He's like,
it made me uncomfortable to watch that video. It really did.
I wasn't.
Moldy cheese.
Yeah. Ugh.
It looks like moldy cheese, doesn't it? What's the cheese that you said it looked like?
Gorgonzola.
Yeah, he
How
looks
do
like
you say it?
Gorgonzola.
No, he was like Gordonzola.
I don't know. I'm
So
fucking
what's
dumb.
up with this piece of shit?
We're
Doesn't
just-
look like it's ready.
No, it's far from ready. For some reason, I thought we were
just
close.
be done.
No, I thought we were just way closer than we were until we made a list and it's 17 pages long.
Can it start right now?
No, Jordan has the ECU.
Oh.
But we just got to figure out how we're going to clock this and all of
Oh,
that.
you didn't even make intercooler piping or anything? You're fucked.
No, we're fine. We have a plan.
Now you gotta tow it back to him.
No. We just need to bring the turbo somewhere. I already have a full plan. It's good.
Bring the turbo somewhere. What's up?
You
Put
know
that
the
little elbow on?
intercooler pipe.
No, that works over there. We're good.
Here to here, and then we just need to.
We just need this welded onto here. But
Bring
he,
it to bend.
I mean, Yeah, sure.
But you have to mark where it needs to be.
Yeah, no, I know. But the turbo needs to be cut. I already got a guy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you got a guy?
I got a guy. He just texted me. I'm going to look right now.
Oh, you don't know him?
No, I know him, but
well.
can do. Just mark it in the exact spot you want it. Done.
Fuck it. This thing will never work, so who cares
Well,
anyway?
fuck it. You're an asshole, bitch.
What pipe goes from here to here? That's what I want to know.
Straight pipe.
No, sir.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
We already did it.
You're pretty sure?
Yeah.
Do you guys know that a straight pipe would run right here?
Yeah.
We just angle it a little.
There's a little angle.
Don't worry.
You
It's
guys
fine.
are shotches.
We don't care.
angle.
Listen.
There shouldn't be an angle.
No, it's good.
It's gonna blow in your
No.
cord.
I bet you money it won't.
Bet me money that you will beat me in a race.
What car?
Whatever I pick.
No, that's stupid. That's dumb.
Whatever I want.
For sure. I bet you money that won't blow off once it's tight. I bet you $1,000.
How about this? I'll bet you 10. It'll look dumb as fuck. You want to bet 10?
No, because anything that you don't
It's
do,
already
you think
looks
looks dumb as fuck. So that's irrelevant.
Blue interior, red interior.
No one will fucking see that.
Hate it. Hate it.
You get pickier by the day.
Actually, we were just going with the BMW color.
That's all we were doing. All right, well, fuck this guy. You're annoying. That's fine. I'm just gonna go do it to his car.
He goes, you're annoying. You have to do it to my car that's torn down to this level.
All right, the GTR.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I will.
Has to be water, because that's all seltzer
Well,
is.
no, I'm gonna do it with a seltzer.
Where are you going to get one?
I'm gonna steal one.
No, that's extra.
All right, so we got the turbo off again. We made the mark right here. So we're hoping that they can just cut it and weld it. We're hoping for the moon here, shooting for the stars. So Will's gonna drop this off tonight. They're gonna do that tomorrow morning. We'll probably won't get it back tomorrow because it's a ways away, and they're probably gonna start it at like 9 o'clock. So this probably will be done around noon, but at least this is getting done, and that's one less thing we have to do. Now we can just mark the downpipe, do all of that, and then get that bung welded so we can wrap the pipe. And then when the turbo comes back, we should be able to bolt everything up for good. All right, we're diving deeper into the E30 today. So last night we dropped off the turbo and it's actually done. We didn't grab it today because it's like an hour away, but picture's right here. We're gonna go pick that up tonight and we'll be able to actually mark out the downpipe, get that bung welded. We can't obviously mark it because we should have marked it when the turbo was bolted on, so we could have took the downpipe at the same time, had the bung welded, but you know, sometimes we just always don't think things through, which you guys definitely know that. But Will, how's those headlights going?
It's going.
It's going. This car had smileys, and I want the smileys for this car, so they got like HIDs and stuff, so we're just figuring out how all that stuff works. Will's like trimming the stuff up because this is an 87, and that's a 91. The bracket stuff is a little different. Also, this car's stock, the coolant temp sensor was on that side, so I had to extend this wire right here. So this is all taped off, ready to go, heat shrinked, and that can plug in right there. And we're kind of just like plugging away at some small stuff and obviously and some big stuff as well. So we got the list. We're just kind of chipping away at it. Like we got the radiator, the coolant hoses, the lights. We got to figure out a power steering bracket. The turbo should be resolved, hopefully. We did kind of wing it a little, but we're pretty confident that it's going to work. We'll find that out in the next video. But I think we're going to end it right here, guys. I'm really excited for this car. We might even take a trip up to RK Tunes to pick up that ECU because we do have one final mod for the M2. It was just on back order for a while, and he got it a while ago, but I just figured we'd make a trip out of it, and then we can do it there, put my M2 on the dyno and stuff. So it'll definitely be cool, and Jordan's got a couple parts that I need for this car to get it running. So definitely stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.